Now we have a poll. Now it should be all working finally. I think we're good now. I think we got it sorted. I tried to go live, but it tried to make it a collab. What's good, Cammy? Ah, same old, mate. Same old. Yeah, another day in paradise, my friend. What's going on in your world, mate? I'm just gonna retangle everything. There you go, love. Yeah, we're just long days. Just long days. Not enough sleep, I think. Not enough sleep, but that's all right. In Charlotte with some family. Charlotte, is that North Carolina? Charlotte, North Carolina. Big Radiohead fan. Good name, man. Good band. Good band. What's your favourite Radiohead song, man? For me, it would be, I think, Creep. Creep would have to be it. I'm sure you can probably. I'm a bit. I haven't gone really deep on the Radiohead, so you got to let me know. What do I need to listen to that I probably haven't heard? I need more Radiohead. Electioneering. Okay, yeah, I'll make sure I used to listen to them a long time ago, maybe 20 years ago, and I've heard Radiohead Creep since then, but Letdown is my favourite. All right, I'll capture those. Make sure you hit the like button for me. We just got started, so it'll feed more people in if you make sure you hit that like button. National Anthem is also a good one. All right. I'm just going to bomb these down. I do need to listen to some Radiohead. Somebody came in with a name about Youngblood a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh man, since I had my old phone, I haven't listened to any Youngblood. I forgot about him for a while. I was like, oh, I need to catch some of that. Greetings, my friend. Good evening, Possum. How are we? I thought I'll come on for a bit. We'll have a bit of a chat, see how everybody's doing, the usual positive only chat. G'day, Craig Posh. How are you, mate? All right, lollipop. Oh dear, Craig. You're gonna have to add a custom lollipop emoji at this rate if this joke keeps going. I can't remember how this joke started, to be honest, Craig. I can't remember. I said something on live the other day. You've run with it, and I'm like, I can't remember exactly what I blimmin' said now.
Wasn't that in Rob's chat?
Yeah, something in Rob's chat. We ended up on a lollipop thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was in Rob's chat. That's my nickname now, Lollipop. All right. Thanks, mate. Some people say I'm likable. Others apparently think I'm lickable now. So that's good. Craig's going to take me to the candy shop. I'm scared. Chat. I'm being attacked by... I've got a kamikaze moth in here at the moment, apparently. It must be a bright light on the world or something.
You are on mine.
Oh, Susie said I'm a bright light in her world. We're in the car. Yeah, we're all in. We're going for a drive with Rob. Yes. I like the name Rob had on his channel. It had a good punch to it. I think he needs a. I don't know. I like Rob. It's good to see Rob is getting that energy back. I think because he dropped the smoking, right? He's got that lack. Basically, with that from not smoking, he's got his fidget spinner, and with all the needing all the extra dopamine, he's like ADHD stimming more. So yeah, there's a lot more personality, a lot more positivity coming out of Rob over there. So yeah, it's great to see. Any advice for young men? That depends on what you feel you're struggling with, mate. What do you feel? What do you feel you would want advice on? Hey Nick, great to see you, mate. Should adults daydream? Oh, it's not like there's nothing wrong with having thoughts of wanting more, right? Wanting things to change. Am I related to Kevin Hart? Oh, I don't believe so. What's he from? When I was growing up, I lived next to when I was a kid, my neighbour was the coach of the All Blacks. But yeah, back in the day. You're alive? So are we all. Yes, very good, Nick. Love to hear it. Greetings from Russia. Hello. How are you, my friend? Unless you got that sizzle going. Hopefully you guys can still hear me all right. Oh, is he? Oh, okay. Oh, that Kevin Hart. Yeah. Oh, he does movies with like The Rock and stuff, right? Yeah. I think I know who you mean. Stand-up comic, right? Yeah. Okay. I know who you mean. I think just shifting mindset to be more positive, just something I heard. Kids daydream and adults worry. Yeah, Sean, it's yeah. The negative thoughts never get us much, right? So yeah, it's best to stay positive. Otherwise, the brain goes and creates the worst scenarios possible in our head. That's no fun. We got 28 people in here and 7 likes. What's going on, guys? Oh, 16 people now. Show me some love, please. The sizzle sounds good. Yep. Susie's on the grill again. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? 100 duck-sized horses. Obviously. Do you want the autistic break? I'll give you the autistic breakdown of the logic there. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? A duck the size of a horse, big beak, chasing, it can run fast, it can fly. No. Now 100 horses the size of a duck, I can manage that. I can fight those off. You may say nay, but I think it's possible. We'll give it a good go. Can you name a song, any genre, to add to my playlist? Oh, there is one on my playlist I've been playing to death lately, but I've forgotten the name of it off the top of my head. Something to add to your playlist. Any genre. I mean, I've got to say, I'm historically a very big Pantera fan. So, Pantera Walk or Pantera 5 Minutes Alone would be something I'd go for. 100 duck-sized horses, yeah. Should be 28 likes, 28 viewers. Yeah, you'd think so, but... Yeah, a large duck. Yeah, I don't fancy fighting a horse-sized duck, to be honest. It doesn't sound like it would go well. Spark by Coldplay, says Cammy, yep. What's cooking? Oh, I don't know what she's making.
Beans and eggs.
Beans and eggs. Hang on, chat. We're gonna bring it in. We got baked beans. We got steak. We got eggs. We got some cheese. You guys should have a cook off. I'd win, eh? I'd win, darling. Yeah. Country life, country wife. Yes, can't complain. Need my baked beans, keep me big and strong. Already have Spark by Coldplay on there. I don't know, man. I quite like some of the stuff by Youngblood, to be honest. He's like the new Ozzy Osbourne, right? You know what's up? Yeah, mate. Yeah. Steak, baked beans, eggs, bit of onion. We got to warm the caravan in winter somehow.
You don't mean the cooking.
I don't mean the cooking. No, I mean, yeah. We got gas heating in here when we eat like that, so it's good. Especially with the dogs helping. What's with people with accents and beans? Because it's a British staple, my friend. The British, yeah, they love their beans and sausage. Beans and sausage, yeah. Then the Australians, mate, they'll go some good old baked beans, mate. Over here in New Zealand, mate, yeah, we like our baked beans, we like our sausages, we like our bacon, eggs, steak. This Love by Pantera, yes, very good track. Where am I from? New Zealand, man, New Zealand. Beans belong on burritos. Hey, man, it's a different culture, man. It's a just how it is, man. British and love beans, yeah. It's like think of British people, and New Zealand and Australia is colonised by the British, right? So you just got to think like Wallace and Gromit. That's kind of how my mind works. It's like Wallace. just crazy inventions and you know, more cheese. Cheese is good. What's happening in here, Warrior Princess? We're just shooting the shit. We're having a positive evening chat. This is what we do on the evenings here. We have a positive chat. But we can talk if anybody's having any mental health problems or needs advice with improvement, self-improvement, where they're heading in life, whatever it is, right? Let me know. Did we get a follow-up question from the fella? He said, advice for younger generation. I asked him to be a bit more specific if he could. Nope, I don't think I got another one. Okay. 1 a.m. for you. Georgina says, hi, Susie, we love you. Thanks for not blocking me with a kiss. Sure, Tank. You could do that, mate. What else we got going on? I'm new, so just curious. Yeah, hang out, Warrior Princess. It's at its core, it's a self-improvement channel, help people with depression and stuff like that. ADHD, blah, blah, blah. But it's just a build your own life type channel, so we just hang out, have a positive chat. We don't do trolls and all that. I do all sorts of stuff on here, work on cars, motorbikes, do workouts as well, do all sorts. So it's just bringing everybody on the journey with me type thing. The Aussies are like, oh, little bro, we let them in when it's sports to make them feel better. Yeah, they're like our little bro. Yeah, exactly, mate. 4:05 where you have to go to bed. It's 4:05 I have to go to bed. I would say, Cammy, try go to bed a little earlier than that, mate. Yeah, it'll make a big difference if you can. What are you doing up at 4 a.m? Is a hot dog a sandwich? I'm gonna pass that question off. I've been asked by Aliens Are Real No Cap here. I've been asked. You know, is a hot dog a sandwich? Sean of the bread. He's a baker. He should still be in the chat. I think we need Sean's expert opinion on this. What's the verdict there, Sean? Yeah, silence. Yeah, I picked up on it, man. I picked up on it. I just kind of brushed over it. Do you own a boomerang? No, it's an Australian thing. You have PTSD? Oh, welcome to the club, mate. Welcome to the club, yeah. Rejoice again. We don't do trolls and stuff here, man. We don't acknowledge all this. Yeah, spreading the truth. Yeah, cool, man. You go focus on that. You can go do that somewhere else, eh? You go focus on the truth that you can't control while your own life slips by. Day by day slips by. You enjoy yourself, mate. What time am I going to end my live? Oh, I'm not sure. I might do another 45 minutes, an hour, something like that. Keep it a bit shorter tonight. We'll see how we go. I've been up since about 4:30, I think, about 4:30 in the morning, so. Bro, like, what about me? Yeah, I don't know, Tank. Just, all I'd say, Tank, is, we're having nice, positive chat, mate. A nice, positive chat. We're trying to have a good vibe. Yeah, unwinding, that's it, mate. So just wind down, chill out, have a chat, see how you guys are. Cammy, you need to go to bed, right? Exactly. I used to pull a lot of all-nighters like that Radiohead when I was video gaming a lot. Just like I'd stay up through the night. You know, I wouldn't go to bed till 2 p.m. and stuff. And there's been a lot of times in my life where I haven't slept, till 4 a.m, 5 a.m. And you never had any energy at all. Heidi, hey, dog, no. Hey, can I?
As soon as I'm out of the kitchen, eh?
Happy there, dog? Okay. This is Miss Heidi, for anybody who has not met Miss Heidi. You're a menace, you know that? Menace. You're just a big menace. Oh, I love you too. Thanks, mate. Let her attack the wife instead. How the hell are you? G'day, Kurt. How are you, mate? Got any bad weather yet? Oh, not quite. It's getting a bit colder up here. There's a big cold front coming up the country. Oh, I didn't mention, I totally blanked because I was going to make a special mention of it. Lightwood became a member. I think he renewed his membership because I think Lightwood had one last month. So thank you very much, Lightwood. I didn't forget. I nearly did. But thank you very much for becoming a member there, bro. It's awesome. Make sure I've caught up on what I was saying. Got to ask the tough questions. Keep up the good work, my guy. Yep. Do I talk about the reason for yours? Oh, we stumble into topics and tragic origin stories every once in a while, Warrior Princess. But I do try to keep it positive, right? I try and just share life lessons or whatever. The conversation changes. It's very different each day. It just depends what's going on, you know. Let's just say a hot dog is a sandwich. Does that mean a taco is too? I don't know, mate. Hey, Timothy, good to see you, brother. Been a while. How are you, Tim? Great to see you, man. I've just set up a new fitness challenge there, Tim. So if you remember my first channel, I was doing the push-ups for the Prostate Cancer Foundation, right? So I was doing 200 push-ups every day when I started that channel, and that's coming up again in September. So it's 739 men lost their lives last year in New Zealand to prostate cancer. So I'm going to do 739 push-ups every day for all of September. So I got to get prepping. We got to start on the next couple of days. We're going to be doing some push-up lives and that. I was going to do one today, but I was a bit slack. But we got to get the arms built up again, mate. We got to get some muscle back on there. So that's where we're at. But by the end of September, after 739 push-ups every day, we should be what up, chat? Go full Paulick on that. Cute dog. Thanks, mate. Yeah, there's another one down there too. He's a menace as well. Zed, can you stop licking your bed? Speaking of which, thanks, bud. Make sure had a free membership before. This time I just I appreciate that, Lightwood. Lightwood wanted to make sure he could still use the emojis. Hey, Youngblood back again. Hey, brother, how are you? I remembered I need to listen to some Youngblood, but it hasn't happened yet. But I will sit and play through an album tonight, tomorrow. Grow my hair long. I've done that, but it annoys me too much. Especially when I do the workouts, I do like hundreds of push-ups or something, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not pleasant having long hair. I need that cooling. Green name? No, they got rid of them, Lightwood. They got rid of blue names for mods, and they got rid of green names for members on mobile. So now you get a bold name if you're a member or a mod, and you get the little emoji thing, and you get a badge if you're a mod. Yeah, Youngblood. I have listened to all his albums. Probably about a year ago, man. I went through the whole back catalogue, everything I could. But then, yeah, I forgot he was on my old YouTube on my old phone, so I started off with a new YouTube account and he just never popped up on it, right? So I need to get back into it now. Yeah, he's got a really interesting story. There was one podcast interview he did where he sat down and talked for a couple of hours about his ADHD and stuff. Hey, you, stop your whining, dog. This is what we're dealing with, right? This is life with a German Shepherd. Hello. Yeah, life's so hard, sleeping all day. Is that right? You gonna tell us more about it? Sassy, aren't we? Sassy wee thing, aren't you? Life's rough. You know that? Life's rough. You're an absolute menace, dog. Ruff to you too. Hey. Ruff. I'm to attack.
Love you,
She does. I feel surrounded now. First time watching me without push-ups. Well, there's lots more coming. Lots more push-ups coming soon, man. So in September, I'm doing 739 push-ups every day for a charity thing. Charity challenge. So yeah, last year I did 200 push-ups every day for September for it, and this year I'm going to do 739 every day. So we're back to the push-ups very soon, dude. Trailer Trash, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by with your kind words. Have to go, so sweet, Youngblood. Yeah, I will. I'll check out that album, dude. Having coffee and can't sleep. Heidi, can you go to bed now? Leave your brother. No, your bed. Go on. It's enough. Platz, 9. Platz. Right, it's enough from you, dog. Sorry, guys. What a beautiful life you have. Yeah, it took some time to construct, Georgina. It takes time, right? It takes years. It took me like 5 years to get to the point of getting away from the old job and stuff, right? Getting out here, getting the caravan and starting building everything and that. So yeah. It doesn't come easy, it takes time, right? But that's alright. Things take time in life, you know? Gotta remember that when you're struggling with something, right? When you're getting a bit down, when you're feeling drained, it's like just remember things take time, you know? You can't build the life of your dreams and you know, you can plan it in a week, but you can't build it in a week, right? You sort of set the aim, you set the goals, and then everything's the actual work to achieve it, right? And it's boring a lot of the time. But for meat, steaks, Vegemite spread. Oh, I'll show you where the strength comes from, mate. You get on your bed, dog. Beans. There we go. We got beans in there and cheese. We got steak. We got beans, cheese, eggs. Said it in a true New Zealand way. Eggs. That's how all that goes. Never had Vegemite. Oh, you're not missing out on much, mate.
Marmite's better.
No, I don't like either, to be honest. I'm not about it. Eight years clean now, a beautiful life with your dogs. That's fantastic, Georgina. What do you do for fun in New Zealand? Oh, all sorts, mate. Go to the beach. Ride motorbikes is my thing. Get on the back roads. Lots of good back roads through forests and, you know, through the scenery, right? So seeing New Zealand on a motorbike's a really cool way to do it. Do you believe in a second chance? Oh, it depends on the situation. I think that's a case by case basis, right? You go lie down, dog. So I'm just watching this idiot dog trying to get on. Heidi, go lie down. This idiot dog is trying to harass everyone. On your bed. That is enough. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment here. This puppy's got to. Oi! It's enough from you. Come on. Heidi, go lie down. You're being naughty. Stay there. It's enough. I'm busy over here, mate. All right? I love you to bits, dog, but just settle down, all right? Wugga. Again, man, it would depend on the situation, right? Sometimes people get dragged into things, or you know, they're a bit lost, right? It depends. You can't change the past, right? People can't change the past. Like if somebody's done their time for what they did or whatever, it's like all right. But you know, it starts to go down the rabbit hole, then it gets political, then it's a big mess. We do that, so we do a positive chat here. We'll try keep it positive. Hi Diana, yeah. Hi Susie, hi Heidi from Diana. Oh, for those I'd agree, mate. But yeah, it's as I say, bro. We do a positive chat here. We do self improvement chat and that, right? So we don't go into all the things of the world like that, you know. This is meant to be a space we can get away from all that and just hang out and wind down, talk about our goals and stuff, right? Talk about what we're trying to aim towards, right? So my goal is to have people here who are, they're aiming up in life and they don't want to be distracted by everything else and negative opinions of friends or whatever's going on, right? So I can come here and actually get some help, right? Talk to other people and, you know. Due to be deported back to NZ from Oz, what area is better, North or South Island? For money, North Island probably, dude. But South Island scenery's good. It depends if you like the cold. South Island's a lot more beautiful in my opinion. But it gets cold. But personally, bro, I'd probably try stay away from the city. The cities in New Zealand are pretty blooming overcrowded now, right? Crikey. Do you like Michael Jackson? I did enjoy Michael Jackson's youth. I went to Michael Jackson's last concert he did in New Zealand. I was probably about 10 years old, something like that. I think it was like 1997, maybe 98, something like that. He came to New Zealand, went to his concert. Yep. I'm a bit of a blend there, Georgina. I'm a rare bird. Or something. I don't know. Who's got some good news for me? Who's got something to tell me about they've been making progress on? Who's got something good to say? What's something good that happened this week? Or something good that's coming up this weekend you're looking forward to? We need more good news. There's enough bad news. We need good news. Still in jail at the moment. I don't want to know how you got the phone in there. But fair enough. My insurance might actually get back to me about my settlement, which is pretty nice. Oh, yeah, that's always fun. It's always fun dealing with insurance companies, yes. Well, what's settlement for what happened? A car wreck or something? What happened? Hey, Marshall, how are you, dude? How's your day? How's your evening? I don't know. I don't know what time it is for you, Lord. It's like a freckle past 3 hairs here. Yeah. Gemini, I wouldn't say that's a good long-term solution. I'd suggest maybe some exercise will help de-stress you a bit. Get out for a walk or something will probably help you a lot more than all that, right? Like if you're needing all those pills to relax and wind down, I'd suggest just get back to nature, mate. That's where humans are. That's where humans were up until 200 years ago. We were a lot more out in nature, right? Now we're under all the artificial lights and artificial light from screens and everything, right? So just get yourself out in nature a bit, mate. That'd be my suggestion on that one. G'day, Southwick. Hey, bro. Go and take the lady tree house down and cut up a large fallen tree. Oh, Diana's been at it again. Smashing out the work. I've been down the garage the last couple of days, so I know, making shelving and stuff. I haven't been streaming that stuff at the moment. I'm just chilling out. Just getting some stuff done. Got my music on my headphones and just, trying to focus on it. Hard to relax sometimes, yeah, for sure. What can help is whatever you're overthinking about, just writing it on paper. There's a connection between the human brain and actually writing something out. Like you make it into reality by writing about it. You let it out. It's like if you've got 20 different tasks in your head or things going on you're stressed about, every time you want to do something, you've got to like restack all of it, and that makes it really difficult, right? Whereas if you write it down on paper and it's in a book that those are the tasks you got to do, you can sit there at night with a clear head. If you start thinking about something, so I need to just flick the light on, grab your pen, and write it down, and then you know that there's nothing in your head anymore. And every time you want to do a task, it's look at the book, there it all is, right? And it just means you're not carrying it in your head. For 2 minutes of writing all the things in your head bouncing around, just to have them on paper. It makes a massive difference, in my opinion. Yeah, like what I've seen Lightwood around a few channels. Yeah, siblings. Yeah, I've got one sister. That's not my sister. Just to be clear. The amount of people who've said that, when they come to, was it your sister? Doing swell, by the way. That's good, Celtic. Anybody else got some good news to add to the chat? We're looking for good news or things that are coming up this weekend. Some good news, right? If you've got bad news, if you've got something you're struggling with, we can talk about that too. We could try put a bit of a more positive spin on it. Yeah, for sure, Marshall. G'day, Supercharged 5-0. I like that. Decent name. Hips lost me on that one. What about you? Is she then low? Oh, I'm lost on that one. I tried, chat. I tried. You doing there, wifey?
Just reading the chat.
My brain isn't working right at the moment, eh? You know, I try and get up at like 5. I'm just like, my brain's just like, Been laying off the Coca-Cola and energy drinks as well, which, yeah, I get to this time of night and I'm like, shit, man. But I'm getting a good amount done in the day, so it's all good. How often should I actually be taking a day where I just do nothing? Because I always try to do something, like, for me, it's about consistency. So, like, some days will be more chill, but I do wonder if there's days where I should just sit and just, like, make sure I'm not brain rotting on my phone, but I should just get to the beach or something. Usually I get out on a motorbike every once in a while, but it's broken. So, soon. After 4 a.m. there for you, your brain's asleep. Oh, that's good. As long as it's around that time for everybody, we'll be in about the same state of mind. It's good. It'll all work out. Got financial help to get your specialist. Oh, fantastic, Christine. There we go. Oh, there's some good news. Things are looking up. Things are looking up, chat. Sorry if I'm taking over your chat. No, you're fine. Self like a go. You guys talk all you want. That's what the chat room's for. I wasn't sure what you meant, Hip. I wasn't sure what you meant on that question. Kurt with the donor there. Thank you, Kurt. Much appreciated, mate. Awesome. Thank you. First donor of the day. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. And we Lightwood got himself a membership too. So yeah, there we go. Happy days. Oh man, I'm drained from trying to organise this garage, eh? The amount of stuff that's there and how much I throw out and just trying to. I've made some shelves. I've cleared up a fair bit of it, and I can see it coming together. But it's just I'm right in that like muck of it where it's just like, oh man, but that's all right. I just want to get back to building cars and stuff, not building floors and moving parts around. I'm a bit sick of it. I need some novelty. I need to put an engine in or something. Was it symbol in the beginning of it? Oh, Kirk gets himself a membership too. Thanks, mate. The donor Andy gets himself a membership. Awesome, man. Make sure you use the member emojis there, bro. I've still got to add one of Gary the Possum. The problem is I haven't seen Gary the Possum around the shed lately, and I'll have to find a stream where he appeared. One of the old live streams. I have to find a stream where Gary made an appearance. Oh snap! Yeah, so yeah, you got some. If you click next to the chat, the smiley face, you got member emojis of the dogs and pickles, because everybody apparently is obsessed with pickles. I don't know. I'm not sure what's. There's some confusion in the chat about symbols and something. I don't know. Oh, no, he said hi, Diana. No, that's the automatic translation symbol there, Celtic. So it's because chat translation is on. I'll turn it off, because automatic chat translation on here does not work. The only thing it seems to do is turn English into not English. Enjoy your vibe, carefree, no judgments. Oh, life's too short, right? Right, life's a bit too short for that. That's where a lot of people sadly have got so lost, and I've been one of them for a time. It's just you get caught up in all the stuff that's not relevant. There's just an endless amount of, as I say, right, with the internet, there's just an endless amount of information. You could spend all day on the internet and you could sit on one topic, right? Like if I was into the Soccer World Cup, I could have just spent the last few weeks just looking at soccer, and it's like, well, how much time do I lose to doing that? What do I want to spend my time on? And we're boiling the jug. This could get a bit noisy. Love my accent. Thanks, mate. We're just making a coffee. Remember, your phone is mobile, so if you want to wander to your kitchen and make a coffee, I'll get you away from the jug in a minute when it gets loud, but I've got to start making my coffee. G'day, Taco. How are you, mate? Do I get along with my sister? Yeah. We get along. We get along all right. We are very different people, me and my sister, but we get along all right. I won't talk about too much on here. Just don't really talk about family too much. But yeah, everyone's sister. Leave it at that. Just to respect, Bingo, g'day mate, how are you? Do I breathe manually? Yes, I look. Got an older sister in Canada. Nice, mate. I remember I had a childhood friend growing up, like we went round, like my parents were friends with their parents and grew up with them, and I remember he moved to Canada when he was like 18. He met some girl in like a dating chat room online, and he jumped on a plane at 18 or 19 and he was straight over to Canada and started a family there with her and stuff. I remember that. He was gone. Hey, Larry Bird, good to see you, mate. Watching your progress and you're doing great, Mike. Thanks, Christina. I'm very hard on myself. Like, to me, I should be doing a lot more each day. Minamisho with a gift membership. Thank you very much, mate. Can anyone see you? We can see you, Bingo. Bingo. As Mr. Bean said after swallowing the goldfish.
Just got the gift membership.
Oh, do you get the gift membership too? Oh, hey, there we go. Not see. Do you see how things align, chat? Another gift me. Oh, Minamisho, thank you very much. Larry gets it as well. Yep, you're green. Thank you. Well, YouTube got rid of the green names now. Apparently, they're still there on PC or something. But you get a bold name now. You get a member emoji, and if you're a moderator, you get a little shield there too. But they keep changing stuff on here. I mean, I've been on YouTube. This channel, I first went live February 7, right? I had another channel since August last year. The amount of changes YouTube has made to the live in that time has just been like, they changed it to everybody's name is now an @ and then they take away the green and blue names, and I don't know. They took away the dislike button the other day, but it's still there on shorts, I think. Also got rid of blue moderator comments. Yeah, I don't. I'm always changing something. But if you are, remember, make sure you use the member emojis as well. We've got some of the dogs there and stuff. Right next to the chat box, just tap that smiley face, and there's special member emojis. Yep. I don't. My thing with the memberships is I haven't done any member-only content on them because I don't want to like paywall stuff. What is that the right decision, or what am I meant to do? I don't know. Oh, there you go. Kurt's found the member emojis. Yep. Zed and Heidi there. Recently they removed the box around my name too. Oh yeah. So you got a white tick still. But yeah, you don't have the grey box around it. They're taking everything away from you, aren't they, mate? Aren't they, men? They're taking everything from you. Thank you very much for the gift memberships, man. I do appreciate it. Yeah, the pickle jar. I've been going. As we were saying, Celtic. I've really been getting quite a penchant for pickles lately. I remember having pickles like gherkin in my burgers and McDonald's as a kid and whatever. And a cheeseburger, I'd usually leave the gherkins in, right? But yeah, I've developed quite a little penchant for them now. Welcome, mate. Thanks, mate. Keeps things going. YouTube are apparently sending me a letter at the moment. Not from New Zealand, right? So to verify all the memberships and all that, and I've set it all up and all the taxes and this and that, and we get to the final step where it wants to confirm your bank account, and they're like, we're going to send you a test 20 cents or whatever, and I did all that. And then they're like, now we're going to send you a letter in the post with a code that you key into the channel. And they're like, that could take 2 to 3 weeks to send. And I'm just like, we're in 2026, you're telling me that they can't just, message it to me. They can't email it to me. They can't send it from somewhere in New Zealand on some automated process. No, they're going to send a letter from America. Again, these are multi-billion-dollar companies, right? Anyway, makes you wonder. Pickles are the bomb. You hate sweet pickles, all right? As far as member content, yeah, I just didn't want to do like member only lives, because I didn't want to make it so that like if people need mental health help that they have to be a member to get it, right? I don't want to do it that way. That's all. Does anyone on here like arts and crafts? Susie does. Susie likes gardening. That guy we got that brown garage I was taking down, right? He had hundreds and hundreds of plant pots, right? His wife was she'd turned pretty unwell these days, right? But she had hundreds and hundreds of plant pots there, and they gave a whole heap of them to Susie. We got some beautiful pottery for the garden. And Susie, we're going out to Bunnings, and Susie's like, "Oh, we'll get some soil. We'll get some soil for all that stuff." I said, "We're not going to be buying it by the bag at Bunnings. We'll take the new truck. We'll take the Dyna truck, and we'll get a bucket load of soil thrown in there. It'll be cheaper." So that's the next plan. Can I get a membership? Yeah, you can if you like. $5 New Zealand a month is the membership. It's about $3 US, I think. But yeah, if you want to take your luck on the as they get handed out, gifted. If you round enough, the gifts are quite random with it, right? I used to do needlework, cross stitch. I used to do latch hook with my grandmother Diana. Me and my grandmother used to sit there when Grandma was over for the weekend, and I'd do a latch hook rug with Grandma. I did ones with puppies and kittens on them and all sorts with Grandma. It's random. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be instantly redeemed if it was the other way around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where's Heidi? Oh, Heidi's on her bed at the moment. Being herself, apparently. You give a dog a nice comfy bed. She just had her chin up on the table like usual. There's Miss Heidi. She's hiding. Hiding in the shadows. Batman. You happy there, dog? Okay, good. I'll just check the battery real quick. Oh no, we're good. Like drinking pickle juice. I saw someone the other day, Celtic, apparently Dua Lipa or something, made some drink, and it was like Pepsi with pickle juice in it. Apparently that's the thing everybody's trying at the moment. I kind of refuse to do it if it's something done by like Dua Lipa or something. I don't know. Need a wide forest to roam. There's random people around. Yeah. Into the unknown. Yeah, it's nice being out in the country, mate. Look like Dexter Morgan. Yeah, get told that a lot. Thanks, mate. Just make sure I'm keeping up on the chat here. I'm trying. Did cross it for a company that printed patterns. I did the covers. Oh, okay, rad. Be careful with the pickle juice. You can drink too much. Not good idea. Well, usually I don't go near vegetables at all. So Kind of going against my I don't have vegetables thing with this pickle addiction. It's a bit concerning. You know how when we get on here, guys, I say I never quite know where the chat will go. Apparently, we're having a deep dive on pickle juice right now. So anybody who's just joining us, right now we're having a deep dive discussing the perils of too much pickle juice. Dill pickle juice is good for muscle cramps as well as mustard, alright. Hip, not all of them, right? You got to remember, Hip, that it's like a lot of people are like, oh, the new generation's useless, this. It's like some of them, right? You're gonna, like, it depends what you see online, right? It's like if you look at big protests and stuff, things always look really big because like small minority groups are very vocal online, right? So things look like a much bigger following than they are, or like, you watch some like street interviews and nobody knows where any country is or something, and it's like, oh, this person's really dumb, they don't know anything. It's like, they had to interview 100 people to do that, right? It's like, what's the freaking podcast? Is it Fresh and Fit? It's not Fresh and Fit. There's a podcast where a guy in his like 30s or he's nearly 40, a bunch of 30, 40-year-old dudes sit there with a bunch of like bimbo 18-year-old chicks, right? They're all across the table. And these guys are like dissecting their argument, like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like these chicks they're straight out of school at like 18 years old. They're not really I don't think they're really representative of. But my father said the same about my generation. Which is why at 13 years old I was in my room with Limp Biscuit, chocolate starfish, and the hot dog flavored water. Blaring that was when I'd be pissed off, I'd go to my room and I'd blare my Limp Biscuit. Teen angst, right? Healing the trauma of my inner child and stuff was easy, right? That was the easier part, right? When you deal with, your childhood trauma. It's when you come up against teenage you, rebellious teenage you in your head and the ego of that's where you get the problems. That's where the problems are. It's not childhood trauma that gets us. It's, you have arguments in your head with the angsty teenager. Think about it. You think on that. You think about the way it argues back and the negativity in your head. It's the angry teenager, that's mad at the world. Still, that's the one you got to deal with the most. Orlando, Florida. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, it's just there's a lot of stuff like that online that it's just not representative of real life. It's like, you wake up, you scroll in the morning, you're gonna see, if the algorithm's trained for it, it's gonna look like every 19-year-old is driving a Lambo, or it's gonna look like every 19-year-old is out partying and just doing dumb shit or something. I don't know. It just depends what you're getting fed, right? Love Limp Biscuit, yep. Yeah, chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water. Yeah, they might be rented, they might be whatever. Yeah, exactly. But it's just before the internet, you didn't see any of this, right? Like in the early days of the internet, like when I was 17, 18, I wasn't seeing anybody driving Lambos around all over social media, right? It was like I went to school, I was at tertiary, I was in my first job and whatever, and it was like you'd see pictures online on a of a Lamborghini's been released or something, or a picture of a Lamborghini Diablo would pop up, and you'd be like, oh, that's nice. But it wasn't like, I'll sell you a course, you can buy one. It wasn't this barrage people get now. I think that's a lot of why we're so drained. We're just getting this constant push of information on us. And then it's like, why do we feel drained? Why do we feel lost? Why do we feel we can't? It's like, man, like stop consuming so much of this. I was doing it today. I scrolled Instagram and stuff and was messaging people and scrolling and whatever for about an hour. And then I was like, man, I need to get back down to the garage and like throw the headphones on. That's what saves me the most is headphones with the music on. Put my phone down. $20 a headphone solves the problem of immense distraction. That's the best ADHD cure I have, is as long as I remember to put some good fast beat sort of drum and bass music on, hard trance, something like that, something decent like that. Or Larry say that. Have a theory. Most comments on social media are bots. Yeah, Larry. Look up the dead internet theory, and it's a whole big thing about how many bots there are on the internet. How much of it is actually bots and false engagement. Yeah, the dead internet theory. There's a whole heap of videos on it. Unwanted noise. That's it, right? Roach. I don't do any religion here, bro, just to prevent arguments and stuff, bud. Music good for autism. I love country and classical. Yeah. There's some really good stuff like on YouTube Music or YouTube as well, where it's like beats made for ADHD. It's that right pacing and stuff, right? Right beats per minute, the right frequencies. Like there's frequencies you can listen to that like immediately stop the overthinking of ADHD. Those can be really good to go to sleep to. At like a low volume if you're overthinking. If you put on like an ADHD, literally look up a video that's like ADHD sleep overthinking, and it'll be like a 9-hour track that's just like calm. It's not dolphin sounds, right? You can look up a dolphin sounds if you want, Must be a different dialect. I'll try humpback. Look up string theory. Oh no, it's a bit. I'm not the full Sheldon autistic. I'm not like into trains autistic. I'm like into motorcycles and engines and stuff. I'm like engineering autistic, right? Have you ever worked at a coal mine? Yeah, I was down there for one day. And I came out, I was down there, I worked the coal mines for one day, and I came up and I saw my dad, and I was like, I think I'm getting the black lung, Pa. It's from Zoolander, in case anybody wonders what the heck I'm doing there. That's a great movie to rewatch as well if you like stupid, ridiculous movies. Is the original Zoolander is always a good laugh. Wait, what'd you find? I found myself at the bottom of a whiskey bottle. I got some American friends here, and whenever I hung out with them, I learned that pretty much every American song is about trucks, booty, denim shorts, and whiskey. Like he played music all the time, right? And it's just like every damn track is like I get my pick 'em up truck, and I'd find them girls and them little jeans. Then we go to the lake. She was mad at me, but then we got drunk. I'm not the kind of man get her flowers, blue collar, Harley, and I'm just like, God damn. Like I like the rhythm of some of the songs, I like the sound of them, but then like the more and more I listened to the lyrics, it was just like almost all of them were the same. That's where I struggle with like the American country stuff. I can turn left. It's good. Yeah, well, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want to a NASCAR fan. You can just run away and turn right. Forsaken, I'm not that slow, bro. Come on. You'd have to do way better than that. You have to. That was so weak, Forsaken, bro. Like, at least come up with like your own original joke, right? Michael Jackson. You think you are Bane. You are not Bane. I am Bane. Get out of my chat. I'm speed. Ka-chow. Exactly. I ain't slow, boy. Forsaken, again, like, you're using jokes that have been around the internet since the beginning of the internet, right? It's so funny, I almost fell off my dinosaur. Do better. Can I sing you a song? Oh, I don't know. I've got to keep up with the chat. We had the Atari when it first came out. That country music, yeah. One song I like, one American song I like is "Welcome to My House" by New Breed. Quite like that. Honda Odyssey, yes, I did have a Honda Odyssey once upon a time. Drank fuel like crazy, that thing. Had a K24 in it. Drank fuel like you wouldn't believe. Still have your Atari and all the games? Oh, nice, mate. Is there much country singers from New Zealand? No, nothing. No, it's definitely not my realm. Bingo. There could be. There could be. I just wouldn't know of them. No, I haven't. Oh, I've heard of it. Heard of it, the Glory, but I don't know what it is. You have an Odyssey with the engine in the back. What? Your daughter had a 96 Prelude. I love the old like 92 Preludes where they had the full wide digital dash across them. The first gen of Prelude. Oh, I suppose it was second gen Prelude. We don't do trolls here, guys. We're trying to just have a good, positive, nice conversation. So if you cannot ruin it, I would appreciate it. That'd be good. All right, Kat. Yeah, I'll look it up, mate. You have a question? Sure, ask away, mate. Ask away. The floor is yours. Off-road. Yeah, it's a Honda. Yeah, Honda Odyssey minivan, mate. After your parents created you, how'd you pick your favourite god made up by humans? Didn't pick one, mate. Hope that answers your question there, Steve. So great comment there, official Sean. Thanks for that, mate. Hope you're proud of yourself. That's a great contribution to the chat there, mate. 91 and call with a B16 in it, little pocket rocket. Yep. What's the point? What's the point of what, mate? Honda make an off-road quad called an Odyssey. I still have one. Oh, okay. That bad fella sounded about 3, says Bingo. Fred Blogs, g'day, mate. Scottish, g'day, mate. How are you? How are you? Did I make up a god myself? I suppose, mate. I believe in myself, if that's what you mean. Well, I don't play anything when I'm on live because I'm monetized, so I can't play any copyright music. I've never quite understood why people do music requests on channels when you could just go listen to the song. Or why come into somebody's chat and request it? Just go look up the song you want to hear. I don't understand. It does not compute. You look like a depressed and divorced dad. No, that's a reflection on your phone, mate. It's your reflection you're seeing back here. Try get somewhere where there's a bit less screen glare, and then you'll see what I look like. There, Mark Stone fan. Hello, Jeff. How are you, mate? This guy. No, you're not dead. No, you're alive, mate. You get 30,000 days on Earth. That's your lot, so don't waste them. But you're still alive now. But the average human lifespan is only 30,000 days. You're gonna lose about 7,000 of them to education and stuff, and plus all the time cooking and cleaning and driving places and running around doing bullshit and working and sleeping. So you're left with probably about 2,000, 3,000 days to yourself, with your time after work and stuff. The time you've actually got to yourself, you've probably got about 3,000 days on this earth where you can actually do the things you kind of want to be doing. So, it's a good idea to make good use of your time, right? Yeah, you get them. I just mess with them a little. I think I look a lot like Chuck Norris. I'll take that. That's motivation. Well, that's it, Kurt. It's a bit of a macabre way to look at it, Kurt. But I always remind myself when I'm being slack and stuff, right? I remind myself I'm nearly 40. Next year I'm turning 40, right? If I live till 70, be a pretty good run. Say I live till 70, that's 30 more years. It's like, 30 more years, that's a long time, right? And that's good for my long term goals. I've got 20, 30 years to achieve the things I want to achieve in life. But when you reframe it down to I've got 30 more summers, right? And it's like 30 more summers, is it? Where I can actually get out to the beach, get out on the motorbike through summer and carve out that time for myself and that, right? That's why I'm so hard on myself now in winter to just grind and get the work done now. I'm in my winter arc, right? So I'm really trying to get a lot done despite the weather and that, right? So I'm just on a really good footing and ready that I can actually in summer go to the beach, go ride the motorbike, go travel on the truck. We can, go hike, go do some stuff, right? Yeah. So it's all just prep, right? Close in age, 39, August 10th, my neighbour's 71, and I think these things, yeah. Yeah, the 30 years to go is one reframe, but yeah, when you take it down to 30 summers, and then it's like you're working through that, you got whatever, it's like how much? One that was really impacted me was somebody said, it was on a podcast of some kind, and they said, if your parents live far away, for example, and you only see your mother at Christmas, like that's usually when I mostly see my mother, right? Christmas. If she's only around 5 more years, that means I'm only going to see my mother 5 more times, right? So when you think in that way of if I only see a family member at Christmas and they're around for another 5 years, I'm only going to see them 5 more times. That's it, right? That really helps me reframe what's important versus doom scrolling versus politics versus what's happening something overseas. It's who cares, right? What actually matters and where should I be putting my time, right? Yeah, Self, you and your dad had an incredible relationship, man. More than you lost your dad suddenly. It would have been great to have a lot more time with him, man. But I could see everything that happened, even from the news about your dad and that, right? That you guys actually got out there and did stuff, and it was a packed full life. So that's more than most people get, right into old age, right? So what you guys have is something fantastic, man. Time is the ultimate currency. It is, Larry. It is. Yeah, yeah. We run out of time, right? Nobody can get more time. Um, this is how people build a business, right? You sell them your time. There's only if one person can only do so much work. It's like people go Elon Musk is a billionaire. Oh, but he doesn't make all the money. He just employs people. It's like, yeah, he's buying people's time. That's what you do in any business. If you do not chase your dreams, if you're not going to say you've got a job full time and you want to get out independent, you're going to have to work your ass off out of it and find a way to do it, because you have two options. You can a chase your dream and risk it, or somebody will pay you to chase their dreams for them. Somebody will go, here's $30 an hour, while they make $100 an hour off you, and they'll have you build their business for them. They Nobody can get more time, but they can buy your time so they can work less. You put 50 staff on and just go, I've got managers, I've got whatever. Now you've got 50 people getting work done instead of you, and you're out fishing. You can buy other people's time. That's what you do with a job, is you sell the best years of your life, the best sunny days and whatever. You sell them all, right? That's what we're trying to get Susie out of as well, long term. Don't want her slaving away. So there is freedom out there, but most people get lost in the, I'll get the safe 9 to 5 job and whatever. I don't know. Brings me to another point, actually. The people who will tell you not to chase a dream are the same people who are already taken the safe job, right? They've got the 9 to 5, or they're going to university and they're doing everything like the society, go to university, get this good job, white picket fence, what we were sold on, right? Growing up, what we were all led to believe would be that, you can buy a house and this and that. Oh, cool. But obviously the economy and that doesn't allow for that, right? What point was I trying to make? I've lost my way now. I've lost me way. Never mind. We'll come back to that if I remember it. What the heck was I leading into with that, Susie? I've lost myself now. Yeah, no, I lost the point I was going to make. Bob Saget. Ah, well. We'll circle back to it sometime. It came and it went. ADHD detours. It will come to me at some point. Everything comes to you if you wait long enough. Ah, right. There it was. Yeah, I got it. So, if you want to risk it all, you want to do whatever, the people who care about you are going to try and stop you, right? Your parents, your closest friends, whatever. It's not that they're trying to all go against you necessarily. It's their concern that things are going to go wrong and they don't want to see you get hurt, right? Or people go like, I'm going to go start a business and I'm going to start a skydiving company, right? And everyone goes, you're crazy. Oh, get a safe job. It's like, it's the people in the safe job. It's the people who are the slaves who will tell you don't do it because they won't do it themselves, right? So you're coming to people, asking, going, I've got this dream. I want to do this thing. I want to go out on my own. But you're asking people who haven't done it. You're asking people who would never do it, that they're sitting in their job and they don't want to do that, right? Now, the best advice I've heard from that is, even if you fail, say you're here, they've got the 9 to 5, you walk off on your own way, you start your business, you and it completely collapses. It does not work. You fail completely in the pursuit of all the risk you're taking, right? Your worst case of failure, if it all goes wrong, is you go and get a 9 to 5 job like they've got. So staying in the 9 to 5 job is guaranteeing the failure. Whereas you can go out, risk it all, crash it all down, crash and burn. And if it all goes wrong, you can just go get a 9 to 5 job like everybody else. So, the thing people are so worried that you'll go on this journey and your life will fall apart. But the outcome of that is you'll end up as them. You'll end up just like them. So what risk is there? There's nothing to lose, is there? You know what I recommend, Epic? Permanent ban. How do you like them apples? You do know your worth. Yeah, you gotta know your worth. Yeah, there's no risk, Kurt. There's no risk. Your worst outcome of failure is already their reality they've accepted. So why would you ask for the opinion of these people? Why would you care what anybody like that thinks, right? You don't like apples? Why don't you like apples, Fred? What did apples ever do to you? Lieutenant Dan put my money in some kind of fruit company, and then they called me and said, we don't have to worry about money anymore. You prefer oranges? Fair enough. Fair enough. Different strokes for different folks. That's fine, Fred. It's fair enough, mate. It'd be a very boring world if we we're all the same, right? See, everybody's always arguing about differences all the time in society. We're always arguing about our differences and different beliefs. But if we were all the same, it would be very boring, right? So, you just want to find the people that are actually like, you don't want total yes men around you. You don't want to never be contested by anybody. But you don't want to be on like social media arguing back and forth, trying to convince, an idiot will, beat you down with experience, right? Like you can get caught up. In the last few days, I've had a couple of instances on Instagram where I put a very innocuous comment and just floods of crazy shit. And I'm just like, I just don't comment on stuff now. There was like one thing I commented on today, but it was just like a positive thing to support somebody's channel, But the more bullshit I cut out from the world, the happier I am. The more motivated I am, the more focused on my goals I am, the more progress I make because I'm putting more time at my own life rather than looking at what everybody else is doing, Don't wrestle with pigs because all you end up is muddy and the pig likes it. Yeah, Kurt, the other one, Jordan B. Peterson said this. He said, it's a harsh statement, but you don't cast pearls at swine, right? Because you're wasting your words, right? You go and try and help other people and stuff, and you just end up wasting words, right? You're casting pearls at swine. You're just giving all your best information words to people who aren't going to hear it, right? It's kind of partly that way on here with YouTube with the trolls, but I mean, it helps the people. It helps, right? Good old haterade, says Gabrielle. Yep. We nearly got 40 likes. Thank you, guys. If you haven't had the like, please do. We got like 30 viewers. You have a rare soul. Yeah, just, well, we all have a rare soul, right? We all got our own unique, I think the thing that makes people the most unhappy in life is not being themselves. Is performing for everybody else. Is trying to please everybody else and have an image for other people. Just do you. It's the best thing you'll ever do is just do you. If you get people around you or your old friends are like, oh, you've been your sweet, piss off. It's like, it's a thing called a block button. They're fantastic things, right? You can shape and curate your own life and who's around you, right? Because you will. One of the golden rules is you will become the 5 people you're around most, right? That can be like, I can be one of those people online or something, but if you hang around with a bunch of degenerate people and stuff who drink every day and they're just like causing chaos or whatever, like, you hang out with a bunch of bank robbers, sooner or later you're going to be out on a job, you're going to become who you're around. Didn't realise until about 30 years. Same here, Rick. Same here, mate. I think the saddest thing I've seen on here, because somebody asked me yesterday. I was ruminating on this today. Somebody asked me yesterday, how do you cope with all the trauma and stuff that's in here, all the terrible things people talk about in here and stuff. And some of it does get to me a bit with like the younger people who feel like, oh, like I'm in my 20s, or I'm a teenager, I'm in my 20s, like I'm so lost. It's like, man, just like chill out, man. Like I don't know where I want to go in life. It's like nobody does, bro. Like all the people I knew who thought where they wanted to go, at 18, 19, they went to college, university, whatever. None of them did. They trained for years. 3 years after they were trained, none of them did that job anymore. Don't worry about it. Just go on, go on your way, mate. Kurt, so you should get another pack of them. Thanks for the dono, Kurt. Appreciate it, bro. Kurt's dropping heavy today. Got himself a membership and a couple of donos there. Thank you very much, Kurt. I appreciate it, man. Diana said, you can spend your time living your life or someone else's idea. Then you're all of a sudden my age and realise it's your life you wasted. Don't. I'm going to pin that, Diana. How old are you again, Diana? 73 or 75 was it? I don't want to be offensive, but there you go. Pinned a comment there from Diana. If you want life advice when you're younger, there's somebody in their 70s telling you. That's apparently that's the biggest regret from people on their deathbed. From people who have been around, like, chaplains and stuff like that, right? Priests and things that have been around people on their deathbed. And or people in rest homes. The biggest regret of people is that they didn't just live their life their way. That they cared too much about the opinions of others, and other people they knew talked them out of things, right? They didn't just go after what they wanted. Question to ask yourself is: you're 80, you're laying on your deathbed, you know you're leaving the world, you got an hour to think about things or something, right? What are the things that it's like, man, I wish I'd done that when I was 30, when I was 40, when I was 50. Like, even when I was 50, I sat there and went, oh, it's too late. Well, now it really is too late. Where I'm 80, I'm about to die, it's too late. You got one life on earth, right? So what are those things? You can't have it all, right? You do have to narrow it down a bit. But what is actually important to you? Is it the opinions of others that they're all going to die too? All the people who doubt, like, it's like all the people who hate me on YouTube. Guess what? In 100 years, they're all dead too. We're all not here for long, so why am I going to care what anybody else says? My mother never wanted me riding motorcycles. You bring a motorcycle in this house, you're not living here anymore. I still went and bought one. It's what I wanted, right? And it is the best thing I ever did. Top of the morning to people. I'm getting off work. Oh, fantastic, mate. Good to escape. Is that you done for the week, is it, Fina? Triple R. I like that. Highland, Scotland here. G'day, True Blue. Hope you're well, mate. I watched James Bond Skyfall again recently. With out in Scotland. A lot of that was filmed in Scotland, right? The cast and stuff. I think it's all Scotland. Skyfall. One like equals one cookie. Oh, I did have a cookie today. I listened to it, but then I closed my ears and my 30 selective hearing loss. I like that, Diana. Well put, mate. Live in a small town, Arizona. Well, what do you think? I couldn't go back to the city these days, Kurt. I really couldn't, man. That's something I would advise to younger people. Get out of the cities. You don't need to be in one. Cities worked originally to have the jobs close together than that, but we've got the internet now. In the country, you still have to plan ahead, right? There's things that are a bit inconvenient, but you can solve most of it, right? Like the dog food, I order from Auckland City, right? I'm hundreds of kilometers away, but it's here the next day, right? So I can order something as long as I order it before like 2:00 in the afternoon. A box of dog food shows up at like 1:00 the next day. You get what I mean? And you can build something online or whatever. So that's getting out of the city was a big thing for me, right? The amount of time I used to spend literally in traffic and just to like go to a takeaway store or something or go to get groceries, just people everywhere. And my ADHD and autism was like, oh, I don't like this. So, getting out to the country, I think, gives me a lot of peace. Thanks for that, Anthony. Much appreciated, mate. If I'm your favourite streamer, make sure you get a membership, mate. What Kurt says? I used to cook for the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, I wouldn't know who that is. If a high calling came your way, would you take the challenge to change the status quo or just do the safe and simple life? How so? Like, what do you mean on that? I'll clarify. What do you mean on that? A high calling. Will I take the challenge to change? NFL, okay. No, you're fine, Celtic. You're good. Celtic is a very good mod in that way. It's like what Dennis says about me. Celtic is like I have a sixth sense for when Dennis has had enough and when to get rid of them. And yeah, you have it with me. Different Anthony. No, yeah, it was a different one. Not Land Echo. No, it was somebody trolling. It's all good. No, you're safe, mate. You're safe. We just don't do any trolls, right? We just don't do any of that crap. So sometimes I give them a cheeky one-liner back, but yeah, I mean, water off a duck's back, right? I've loved doing YouTube for that reason. That's one thing I've really gained from YouTube is the trolls. I'm so desensitized now. So I'm so like the emotional reactivity I had to a lot of things is just gone. I'm just like, okay. So they've actually done me a favor over time, really. So when I have negative thoughts in my head, it's like I'm trolling myself, right? When I have the negative thoughts in my head, it's like, oh, that's something a troll would say to me. Oh, I'm trolling myself, and then I just like go do more work. So shout out to all the trolls, actually. Shout out to all the trolls for helping my emotional regulation, helping me get more work done. I do appreciate it. Grew up watching South Park. Plan to live forever. So far, so good. Yeah, bingo. I've got enough savings that if I retire right now, I can live till about next Wednesday. So I should be all right. Went and tried the safe life in my 20s, and boy, did it make me miserable. Yep, same here, man. Just working, slaving away, working for everybody. The one thing I'll tell you something that frustrates me. All right, maybe somebody in the chat has some advice for me here. I want your perspective, actually, everybody. What pisses me off about myself is working for somebody else for $13 an hour, for $20 an hour, whatever it was, right? I'd show up on time, I'd clock in, I would be on my feet all day, I would work my ass off all day as a car upholsterer, vineyards, car mechanic, whatever, right? Do this, yep. Go. Yet when I'm on my own working for myself, I do bursts of 1 hour of work and then I'll break a bit. I'll do 1 hour. But like if I could actually lock in and focus, like I had a boss leaning over my shoulder for 9 hours a day, the amount of work I would get done, that if I stopped for a second and I'm just gonna smoke, no, get back to work. It's not smoko, it's not break time, get back to work. Without that structure, I'm a mess, right? So I mean, writing lists helps in that, right? And getting that focus, but yeah, I mean, just always taking myself into that environment each day was a different thing for me. I'd jump in the car, get ready, groggy as, get there. But once I was there, it was just work mode, right? And I really struggle with having a garage there and then I can just come sit down inside. That's one thing I think that screws me up a bit. Like, again, yeah, Larry, yeah. That's literally the negative thoughts never did anything for me, and yeah, I just shut them down now. It's like, I'm literally trolling myself. Why would I do that? Yeah, it's a really good way of catching yourself early on. Some bullshit thought comes up in your head because your thoughts aren't you, right? Your thoughts are just thoughts. That's a really clear distinction people need to have. You have to understand that just because your brain has a thought, it doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it reality. It's just chatter in the skull. It's not. You don't have to actually listen to it, right? It's really important, right, to understand that that's not who you are. It's what you action out. It's how you feel based off these things. So when the negative thoughts and that come, it's like, well, I know if I keep leaning into this and go, oh, I do suck, oh, it won't work, oh, it won't, you know that all that's going to do is make it definitely never happen, right? So if you catch it, it's like, well, I know thinking that way is not going to help me. It's guaranteeing failure, so I'm not going to do that. Sorry. Oh, getting old. My apologies. Catch myself eavesdropping on that voice from time to time. Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it, Rick, to sit and sort of listen to it. As I say, I do repeat the same stuff quite often, but it's good stuff, I suppose. So it does seem to help people. It's the treat yourself like a friend you're trying to help. That's again Jordan B. Peterson, right? That's a really good find the audio book or this YouTube videos and stuff, right? Jordan Peterson was the main person who changed my life, to be honest. That was where my self-improvement journey started, right? As he changed, it became like doing more courses and more about God and looking into Genesis and that. I wasn't so interested, but his earlier work, like 12 Rules for Life by Jordan P. 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson is a phenomenal book. If you want to learn more about yourself, learn more about how life works, and really like turn your life around based off that kind of stuff, that's a really good one. The other one would be Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you look up a YouTube video, Atomic Habits, James Clear, it's built off Japanese principles. You're in California? Rad to have you here, bro. We could go surfing later. California, bro. Been working on my California surfy accent lately. Freedom. Hey, Frogs, good to see you, mate. Not been out west where my daughter's lived. 3 years. She came back here to visit. I didn't go. All right. Need another body with me too, be the one. Yeah, Kurt, I mean, I need to get back to... Shortly, I'll be getting back to the Body Double co-working streams. So that's the reason I do the garage streams, is so people can work with me. Like, if you see me working in the background, cleaning up and stuff, the idea is it's meant to, like, you guys can have your phone around, do your dishes, clean up your environment, whatever. Like, it's like I'm working, so you work, But yeah, it definitely helps me when I'm doing those streams sometimes, right? Just depends where I'm at. Quite often, I really need to remember just headphones and music, bro, because it allows me to make sure my phone's down. Like these headphones, man, you put the phone down in the garage. You can be anywhere in the garage, and the Bluetooth signal is crystal clear on them. And these were like $20 on Amazon or some shit. I think somebody just gave these ones to me actually. Like, oh, here, bro. So, oh, sweet. So it's got, basic as crap. It's not the best sound or whatever, but you got volume control. You can hold buttons down to go forward and back a track and whatever. So that really helps me focus. Lucky enough to turn myself around by removing the things in my life that would make me miserable. Only the people I love in my life, and found work that didn't consume me. Yeah, Rick. Yeah. I definitely got lost in the same way there, Rick, where it was just like I had a big passion for cars and stuff growing up, but then turning into a job as a mechanic, the last thing I wanted to do on my day off was work on my own car. Right? So, yeah, like they say, a plumber's taps are always leaking, right? So, my parents had friends' house we'd visit when I was a kid, right? And for like 10, 15 years, every 6 months we'd go to their house for dinner, right? Now, this guy was a house plasterer by trade, right? So for about, I don't know, 5, 10 years, the house wasn't plastered. He had all the jib board up on the wall, he had all the board up, nailed on, but it wasn't plastered and it wasn't painted, right? Then after years, he became a house painter. Within 6 months, we went around, the whole house was plastered, end to end. Everything was plastered, done, ready to paint. And he never painted it, right? When he retired and stopped being a house painter, then he finally painted the inside of his house, and then they sold. They only painted it because they were getting divorced and sold the house. It's a plumber's taps are always leaking. Any tradesman's wife knows this, right? When plumber goes out and does plumbing all day, I guarantee you his plumbing at home is crap, because the last thing he wants to do is do his job when he's at home. Lived in the snow capital. What's the snow capital? Australia? No, New Zealand, mate. New Zealand. Everyone's not there. You're from Antarctica? Alright. Good to see you again, Demon. Tons of snow. Yeah, I mean, I lived down in the snow for about 3 months, working vineyards, working outside, pruning vineyards, grapevines for wine. Literally riding a motorbike. I was 21 years old. Here's some story, right? So I was working in Auckland City, working as a motorbike mechanic and stuff. I was 20 years old. The relationship I was in had ended and whatever. And I was just like, a couple of mates had passed away and that. And I was like, sort of looking for something different. Hated the job I was at. And then I just walked out the door one day and just went, bugger this, right? So I ended up, within about a month, I ended up on the motorbike forums. And I'm like, because there was a lot of posting on there. I was on there like every day. We're talking motorbikes, whatever. I was like, hey, does anyone have a job somewhere in the country, some kind of new experience, like whatever, right? And guys like, oh yeah, I can get you a job down here on the vineyard. I got a spare room down in the bottom of the South Island. And, all these people popped up in the comments, oh, he'll never do that. Oh, there's no way he'll do that. And like 3 days later, I was on a plane, right? So we had my 21st birthday at home with my mum and my sister and dad. And, I'm just thinking, it was about a couple of weeks before my 21st. So, I got from my family, I got woolly socks and a woolly jumper, and away I went, right? On a plane, and yeah. Next thing I know, I'm on the road with him at 6 a.m. in his ute, old cruddy Datsun ute. He's wiping down the windscreen with a rag. 6 a.m, going, freezing cold in winter. But that toughened me up a bit for sure, from being a suburban city boy. 3 months down there, and after that, went back to the city, and hated it a lot more since then. Just disliked it. So then, 15 years ago, moved out to the country. Been back to the city. During the last 15 years, I've spent a year or two back in the city here or there, but I won't be doing it again, I'll tell you. Every time I go down there now, I go through there, you know how stressed out I get in the traffic, love? Because every idiot doesn't turn signal and cuts you off and that. I'm just like, surrounded by idiots. That's what I struggle with people in general society. Like, I'm just driving along, people you're towing a trailer with a car on it. You got 3 ton behind you, and some idiot will overtake you, and they'll pull in this far in front of your bumper. It's but I just calm. I just remember, I go, okay, don't have expectations. Unmet expectations lead to anger. I'm surrounded by idiots, right? I just need to get to where I'm going and do my thing. We'll load up the trailer or whatever we're doing. We'll get the hell out of here. And I'm good, right? I just have to keep my chill for a couple of hours in the city, and then I can escape it. I'm back to being sane again. So Susie's pretty much crashed out at this point, I think. Yeah, she's pretty much gone. Yeah, hang on, guys.
What the heck?
Put a blanket on you, Noodle.
Why?
Because you seem asleep.
Am I?
No, you seem totally conscious. Just FYI, I am still live right now, as you can see on your phone in front of you. So apparently she was awake. Sure. Oh, she's up. Here I was trying to put a nice blooming blanket on her. Yeah, mate. Yeah. I'll head off here in a minute. All right, guys. I think Susie's looking pretty worn out at this point, so we'll get an earlier night, guys. I did come on here a bit late. I did an hour and a half, so I am going to head off now. I'll head off and we'll get some sleep. I actually eat my dinner, which would be good. Good start. It's 9:30 at night, so I probably should have my dinner. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it, Kurt. Thank you for the donos, bro. Thank you for the donos and getting yourself a membership there, bro. Much appreciated. Shout out to Lightwood as well for getting himself a membership tonight. Rick Flair, great to have you here as well. Yeah, great to see everyone. Bingo, Anthony, been great to meet you, mate. I don't think you'd been here before, Anthony. All right, guys. Biggest shout out as always goes to the moderators. Thank you for being here and taking out the trash. Pleasant as always. We are going to be doing more daytime streams, guys. We got to start training for this push-up challenge in September, so do check out my latest short on the channel. 739 push-ups every day in September for the New Zealand Prostate Cancer Foundation. 739 push-ups every day. So if you just got here, you're not subbed and stuff, you can come check that out. But we're going to start training for that, start doing 200 push-ups a day, 300, 400, 500. All right, we'll start building up. Okay. So I'm going to be dividing the 739 push-ups into 2 streams. So we'll do a morning push-up stream of like 350, then an evening one of 389. I believe it'll be 389. We'll do 350, 389. We'll probably go. Check out your messages sent. Yeah, well do, Selflick. Yeah, appreciate you as well, Gabrielle. Thank you for being here, everybody. Yep. And yeah, do go check out my shorts, guys. I got like 12 likes on the latest short I put up. I got nearly 2,000 subscribers, and I got like 10, 12 likes on a short. Well, for my big announcement for a big fitness challenge, doing 739 push-ups a day for charity, 13 likes. And I did the voiceover. You guys said with my shorts I should do like more raw reels, so I did like a voiceover for it and stuff. Do check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know. You can be honest. All right. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.